Uy, full daw. Wait. Full daw yung ano. Anyway. Alright, so today kasi we will be having a interfacing. So we will be creating an interface for our classification programs. And I would like you to, this is just a additional knowledge, but it's not required to your final project. Hindi siya required. No? Hindi siya required dun sa final project natin. Okay? But I just want to give you this information, or I will just want to uh, give this extra lecture. Supposedly, dapat today, uh, continuation pa rin ng pagkikreate ninyo ng final project. Pero we will try to consume half of this time for the interface, or I will teach you how to have an interface with Python. Okay? So this second to the last topic, this is about interfacing in Python. So what we're going to use here in our interfacing or interface is the Streamlit application. I want everybody to first install Visual Studio Code for a couple of minutes. So I would like you to install. I'm going to give you the links. Okay, Visual Studio Code. Basically, you're going to have to download. So I'm going to share this link now on our chat. This is going to be looking like. If your machine is Windows, you're going to use Windows 10 or 11. If you're using Linux, and then if you're using Mac. So just click the square buttons to download. For instance, if you're using Windows, you just click this one. Automatically, it will proceed to download. Also, I would want you to check Python on your computer. So go to your CMD. So actually, I'm using Mac, but it's kind of same in Windows. So in your end, if you're using Windows, you type their CMD, and for Mac, it's actually terminal. So how could I make this big? Okay, so you will type here Python minus version. Okay, I'm going to copy this instruction to our chat. Python minus version. In my case, it's Python 3 minus version. So my version of Python is 3.11.3. So I would want to know what is the version of your Python. Please let me know if you are having at least Python 3.9. Okay, that's acceptable, Python 3.9. Mhm. So for example, you are a Windows user. If you're a Windows user, in order for you to upgrade your Python version to 3.11.4, because you might be um, having, or you might want to upgrade your Python so that you won't experience any problems in the future. If you're a Windows user, because in as a Mac user, it's easy for you to upgrade it. For Windows, it's different. You need to go to the Python website again. So if you're a Windows user, you need to go to Python website and then go to the Python website and then download the latest version. Just go to downloads. And then you will see here there is a button that you can click. So automatically it will download you the latest version. But I'm okay with mine kahit hindi siya yung pinaka updated. Pero 3.11 na siya. Siya na rin yung pinaka latest. Then all you need to do if you download the 3.11 version, you just extract the contents and download it. So what will happen there is you will install another Python on your machine, and that another Python will be having a version of 3.11. So you have two Python running on your computer, and that's okay. How about for the others? May I know your Python versions? Ah, okay, sure, sure. All right. So for the next one, I want you to also invoke your Visual Studio Code if you already have installed it. Yeah. Okay. So pag ganon, kailangan mo pumunta sa environment variables. Kailangan i-check niyo yung yung pag in-install niyo yung Python. Ito kasi yung sa sa Windows eh. Ayaw niya na automatically agad, hindi katulad sa Mac, no? Python configuration. Install. Images. Okay. Okay, so this is what I mean when I say, yan. Pag in-install nyo siya, for example, in-install nyo siya, no? I-check nyo rin to, guys, yung add Python 3.8 to path. So, for example, ang dinownload ninyo 3.11, sasabihin dyan sa baba, add Python 3.11 to path. So, kailangan nyo itong i-check para gumana yung ganito, yung pag tinype ninyo minus Python minus version. Lalabas yung Python dito sa gilid.
Okay, sir. Gawin ko na lang po.
Yeah, try to repeat your installation, and it's not a problem. Just going to repeat the process. Uninstall mo muna yung Python para clean slate, then just repeat it again. Press 1 if you also have the Visual Studio Code on your machine. Because this is what we're going to use. Kasi ganito kasi yan class. Yung interface ng Python, hindi siya pwede sa Google Colab. Masyadong maraming nangyayari tapos ang daming error. Kung pwede lang sana siya sa Google Colab, wala tayong problema. Hindi na tayo gagamit ng ng Visual Studio Code. Kaso kasi yun yung limitation ng interface. Kailangan siya. Gamitin natin siya na hindi gumagamit ng Google Colab or notebooks. Yun yung reason na tayo na ganito. Actually, pwede rin tayo mag-notebooks dito. So, ito at least matuturo ko na rin sa inyo dito. Nasa Visual Studio Code, pwede tayong mag-notebooks para, kunyari, ayaw na ninyo mag-Google Colab. Gusto niyo nasa PC niyo lang yung notebooks. Makakapag-notebooks pa rin kayo, di ba? Just done installing VS Code. Okay, good. So if you're done installing your VS Code, for those people who are done with their VS Code, I would want you to create a folder from your desktop. So let's say this is your desktop. Create a new folder and make sure that the name of your folder is going to be Streamlit. It's actually your choice, but for now, you name it Streamlit and then underscore your name. In my case, Streamlit Brian underscore CIIT, so that I'm going to be reminded by this folder that it's for CIIT. So Streamlit underscore Brian underscore CIIT. Okay. So once you created this folder, this is the folder that we're going to use in our Visual Studio Code. So just locate that, go to File. By the way, on your Visual Studio Code, you might be having a lot of things going on because it's the first time you run it on your machine. Just close anything and make sure that it looks like the same with mine. Don't worry if you don't have yung violet sa baba. Importante lang na parehas tayo dito sa taas. And then yung gilid, okay lang rin yan kasi medyo advanced na yung Visual Studio Code ko. Yan. So yan lang naman yun sa umpisa. Then, just locate by pressing File and open your folder. So locate your folder from your desktop. So this is mine. Streamlit underscore Brian CIIT. Open. Okay. So it will load the folder to my Visual Studio Code. Okay. So I'm going to close this one. There is gonna be a lot of buttons on the upper right of your Visual Studio Code. So you can browse them by clicking. Ay, hindi ko na makita pag naka-maximize. Ilakihan ko na lang siya. Oops. So may button dito sa upper right. So there is a toggle panel, sidebar panel. So I'm going to toggle the secondary sidebar panel. In my case, my folder is on the right side kasi drinag ko siya from left side to the right side. Alright. Then, itong terminal yung nasa baba. Ayan. So, itong dalawa sa taas ko. Nakikita nyo kaya to? Yung dalawang button ko sa taas. Ito lang naman yung toggle ko para lumabas yung terminal tsaka yung folder contents pane sa right side. Kasi yung folder contents pane sa right side, then dyan lahat ng mga folders, mga files na gagawin ko. So my activated folder is streamlit underscore Brian underscore CIIT. So possibly, ito yan, nakalagay yan, ito, possibly, nandito yan sa left side ninyo, no? Parang ganun. Pero nilagay ko lang kasi siya sa akin sa right side. Okay lang yan kung nasa left side. Ako nasa right side. Ayos lang naman. So this is your terminal right now or your CMD. Just test your Python if it is working here. So Python minus version. So in my case, I need to put 3. Okay. So Python minus version. Yeah. So my version is Python 3.11 and yung pinaka-latest ngayon is 11.5. But it's okay. Basta importante lang naman sa Python, yung pinakamalapit na dalawang 3.11. Yan pa rin yung pinaka-version. Ito namang 0.3 na to, it's just a little upgrade. Yun lang ibig sabihin ng 0.3. Then, what we're going to do here is to type Python minus M, tapos my VNV. So this my VNV is the name of our virtual environment. So minus M is going to be make a directory. So Python make a directory. What is the directory? The directory is a virtual environment. And the name of the virtual environment is my VNV. So basically that's going to be created on the right side of our pane. So again, Python is the instruction. By the way, in my end, I'm going to use Python 3. Python is the instruction, Python 3, minus M. What it means is that this is going to make a directory of what? Of what directory? It's going to be a VNV or virtual environment. And then the name of the virtual environment is my VNV. Okay, I'm going to press enter to execute this command. So you can see that my virtual environment is already created on the upper right, on the right side of my pane. You can take down notes the commands that I use because in my end, it's already some of the codes here are already in my head, so I don't have any notebook to remind me of some of the functions. So for us to know what are the things that are installed in our virtual environment, before that pala, uh, naka, ayun, sabi dito, what made you this error, by the way? Okay, so let me just wait. Sino yung nakapag-create ng virtual environment? Let me know, please, so that I know who's going to be Okay, done. Okay, so how to create a virtual environment? Ito lang. Just go to the terminal of your Visual Studio Code. Go to the terminal of your Visual Studio Code and just type Python 3 minus m VNV my VNV. Since I already have that virtual environment, I won't press enter. Python was not found. Run without arguments to install. Ah, okay. So for this one, I don't know if you've installed it correctly. Kailangan naka-check dito yung Python 3. Basta naka-add yung Python sa path. Sasabihin niya kasi yung error na ano eh, na Python was not found pag hindi naka-add to. So, paano siya ma-add? I-reinstall mo siya ulit or you will uninstall the initial Python that you have created and then reinstall and then make sure that you check the add Python 3.8 path on your computer. Ganun, no? And then, for example, natapos ka na mag-install, kailangan i-close mo ulit yung Visual Studio Code mo to take that effect. Something, ganun, minsan may mga ganun na nangyayari. Okay, so later makakahabol ka pa rin naman. So I think for the meantime, just install and you can listen to. I am happy to repeat again. Yeah, okay lang. Sige. When you uninstall the Python, sige, mag-restart ka, then install it again. Okay, so those students or those cohorts that already done with their virtual environment, I don't know if bakit konti lang yung sumasagot. Asa na iba? For apat naman kayo dito, no? Celso, Stephanie. Okay. Medyo kasi itong steps na to, medyo madami. Kaya I am really, really wanting to hear if you have done it correctly or not. So afterwards, if you already have your MyVNV on your pane, on the right side of the pane, what you need to do there is to in my end, it's going to be okay. So on your end, what you need to do is to just wait. So what you need to do is to go cd my VNV /script. Something like that. Enter. In my case, wala kasi ako noon kasi hindi ako Windows. So cd myvnv/scripts. Tapos type ninyo activate. Tapos may lalabas dito sa gilid nakalagay myvnv. In my case, because I'm using Mac, source myvnv been activate. Small letter pala, no? Small letter. Hindi, sa akin lang pala yung source. Ayan, so lalabas na yung my virtual environment dito sa gilid. Okay, so the idea is you need to be inside your scripts before you type activate. Kasi dito, in my case, nasa bin yung activate ko. Sa inyo, nakalagay yung activate ninyo sa scripts. Pag Windows kasi ganun. Make sure na when you type activate, you are inside your scripts. And basically, you are also inside your myVNV. Kaya nga sabi ko kanina, cd myVNV scripts. Ibig sabihin na to, papasok tayo sa loob ng folder natin na myVNV. And then sa loob ng folder ng myVNV, may scripts. Then, tsaka natin ito type yung, pag nandun na tayo sa loob na yun, tsaka natin ito type yung activate. Oo, ganon. Then, lalabas na ngayon yung myVNV dito sa gilid natin. Napakadali lang kasi mag-activate sa Mac. Ano lang, source, sasabihin mo lang yung na source. Parang ganon. Saan manggagaling yung source? Sa myVNV bin activate. Ganon lang. Sa amin hindi scripts, ang sa amin bin. Let me know if you already activated your virtual environment and nandito na siya sa gilid ng ano natin. Let me check na. Ba't ganun? The term activate is not recognized as the name of the cmd function script file. Patingin nga ako ng sa pane mo. Dito sa bandang kanan. Ito yung itsura natin. Okay. Nasa scripts naman, activate. Teka lang ah. Hindi ko sure kung PowerShell to or dapat kasi pag nakalagay dito PowerShell ano. Ay, hindi. Ito, iba to. Yung sa'yo. Ano to? PowerShell. Unauthorized access. Mas maganda pa nga kapag unauthorized access eh. Teka lang ha. Kasi kailangan lang natin yan i-activate eh. So, dito kay Celso, i-type mo lang tong code na to bago ka mag-activate. So, copy and paste mo yan. Set execution policy remote signed dash scope current user. Tsaka ka mag-activate. Kasi ang sabi dito, unauthorized access. So, PowerShell, naghang. So, may effect po kaya kapag ang installation file ay nasa C, then ang folder po ay nasa D. Hindi naman, basta nakalagay lang siya sa path. Basta naka-slave po kasi since naka-SSD. Well, to answer that question, yung Python ko naman naka-save sa Windows ko, naka-save din naman siya sa ibang directory. Siguro kailangan lang ng mga hindi naman, I think wala namang problema. Basta nakalagay siya sa Python environment variables, pwede na siya. Siguro, just to make sure, try it. Try it, lagay mo sa C na lang muna. Para talagang tingnan natin kung ano. Kung mag-error pa rin. Yung di ko alam, yung kay ano, gumana na Celso. Di ko alam yung kay ano, Stephanie kung dito sa ano. Teka lang. Kay Stephanie. Okay na? Sige, sige.
Ganyan po ba dapat?
Nice. Okay na yan. Tama yan.
Okay.
So, ibig sabihin, unauthorized access lang pala yung problema nung sa'yo. Ito pala yung ano, yung kay Celso yung may problema. Teka lang, iniisip ko. Okay.
So, tinry ko yung code. Same pa rin siya.
Oo, kasi hindi siya ano authorization problem eh. Ang problem niya ano hindi niya daw mahanap. Object not found, activate. Dito naman. Kaya nga sabi ko, diyan naman. Hmm. Ay, alam ko na. Ganito. Ay, script activate. Nasa loob ka na ng script eh. Ay, ganito. Alam ko na. Parang tingin ko alam ko na. Celso, gagawin mo, itatype mo yung AC. Type ka lang muna ng AC, tapos mag-tab ka. Tapos yun yung gamitin mo na pang-activate. Yan, oo, yun. /activate. Oo, kasi PowerShell nga pala to. Try mo yun. Type mo lang AC, tapos tab mo para lumabas yung ano, that activate. Yan. Para lumabas yan, tapos enter mo lang. I think sa PowerShell yata laging gusto niya mayroong // or // Yung mga ganyan. Parang ganun. So, just okay na ba? Sige. Tingin ko yun lang yung problema niyan. Then, sa ano, kay kay Stephanie, babalik kayo sa root folder ninyo, sa Streamlit unders. Oo, okay. Sige, okay na. So ngayon, babalik kayo sa may root folder ninyo dito sa Streamlit. Okay. So balik kayo dito sa ano kayo cd dot dot para bumalik kayo dun sa Streamlit, no? I-clear ko na to yung sa akin. Yan. So, ang importante, nandito tayo ngayon, meron tayong my VNV sa gilid natin. Alright? So, pwede na tayong mag-pip list. So, pip list will let us know kung ano yung mga nakasave sa virtual environment natin. By the way, ang ibig sabihin nung meron tayo ditong virtual environment dito sa gilid, this is what we are using. We are using our virtual environment in our pane. Hindi natin ginagamit yung Python na nakasave sa machine natin, but a virtual environment or para siyang virtual machine, parang ganon. Pero ang tawag sa Python is virtual environment. Ibig sabihin yung Python nakasave siya sa ibang directory and yun yung ginagamit natin na Python package. Bakit ganon? Bakit kailangan natin mag-deviate or lumihis? Kasi nung nagpo-program kami ng Python before, ito ay best practices na yung sinishare ko sa inyo. Ginagamit lang namin yung Python na naka-install sa machine namin. So, nangyayari, napupuno ng mga libraries and stuff. Nagkakaroon siya ng mga library errors, ganon. Kasi pagka magke-create tayo ng sarili nating virtual environment, sineseparate natin yung virtual environment natin sa iba't ibang virtual environment para hindi sila magkaroon ng entanglement or magkaroon ng pagkakabuhol-buhol. May mga ganun kasi na problema pagka sobrang dami mo nang naka-install na library sa Python. And yun din kasi ang strength ng Python. Since maraming contributor ang Python, marami na siyang library na pwede lang natin gamitin at hindi na natin kailangan gumawa pa on our own. So, yun nga, no? Pag tinype natin dito pip list, ito, binibigyan tayo ng overview kung ano yung status ng virtual environment natin na naka-activate. So ang status nun ay meron tayong pip version na naka-install dito tsaka setup tools. So, kung lumabas dyan upgrade, sige, upgrade natin yung ano natin, pip natin. Okay, katulad yan. So, I already upgraded my pip. So, please do it the same thing as yours. Dito magkakaroon na tayo ng similarity ng command. Okay, kasi pare-pares na tayo nasa virtual environment. Dito pare-pares na yung command natin. Kanina lang nagkaroon tayo ng differences sa Mac versus Windows. Ngayon, pare-pares na tayo dito. So, sabi dito sa akin, we have successfully installed the latest pip version. So in this one, we were going to update our libraries. Siguro ang lagay natin una is pip install pandas. Ayan, para ma-update yung library natin. Para maging katulad na siya ng Google Colab, merong pandas. So pip install pandas, tapos enter. So it will download to us pandas. Pag mag-clear ka, CLS. Sa Windows, CLS. Ay, tama, CLS. Tapos sa akin kasi clear eh. Pip list. Tingnan natin yung pip list natin. Ayan, madami na naka-install. Kaninang naka-install lang ito. Tapos, ano pa ang naka-install? Ito lang yung naka-install. Dalawa lang. Ngayon, dumami na sila. Yan. Wala pa tayo sa programming. We're still configuring our virtual environment. So, sunod, pip install Streamlit. Pip install Streamlit. Yan. Tama natin. Type ko dito. Pip install Ayan, so dumami na. Ang dami na naka-install. So yan yung mga dependencies ng package na install natin. Ano pa? sklearn, pip install sklearn. Yan. So yan, ganyan na. Ang dami na natin naka-install, no? Okay. Let me know kung nakasunod or may error kayo na encounter. Okay, thank you. So now we will start programming. So on your uh, contents pane, right-click or click yung Streamlit nyo, yan. Click nyo lang yan. Then, may makikita kayong icon na new file para siyang document na may plus. So, click natin. Then, type natin dito is app.py. Yan. So, we need to import many things. By the way, lakihan ko muna yung aking ano. Baka hindi nyo makita eh. Text editor font. Gawin ko muna siyang 16. Yan. So import Streamlit as st from sklearn, import datasets from sklearn. Import pandas. So now we will be having our Streamlit, right? Ang ibig sabihin nito is magkakaroon tayo ng parang message dun sa application natin. So lalagyan natin siya ng message. Sabihin natin, simple iris flower prediction app. This app predicts the iris flower species type. Yeah. Meron ba akong prettier dito? Command Shift P. Ba't malabas sa ano? Kaya ko lang ano, prettier. By the way, you can install also prettier on your computer. Pero, ba't yun? Hindi ko siya magamit. Anyway, baka sa ano lang siya. Hindi siya pwede sa Python. Prettier in Python. Sige. Sorry. Okay, so I think okay na ako dyan. So, for example, we'll create that point. Hindi ko talaga ma-achieve yun. Wala, manual ko pa rin. Yan ko na nga. Manual na lang. So, next is, lagyan natin ng comment, load the iris. Okay, so iris, let's load iris. Uy, automatically meron na siya lumalabas. Then, train a logistic regression classifier, CLF, logistic regression max iteration. Rate inputs for user enter was. So this is a Streamlit, yung ST sidebar. So magkakaroon niya ng sidebar sa gilid, sidebar.header, user input parameters. So, check natin, no? Check natin kung gumagana yung Streamlit natin. Clear ko lang. So, para mapagana siya, ito type lang natin dito, Streamlit run app.py. No module scaler. Di pa ba ako nakakapaglagay? May error ako, no? EYP scaler. Ah, okay. Ganito pala dapat siya. So, mag-install ako ulit. Pip install skit, scikit, no? Scikit-learn. Ayan. So, gawin natin ulit. Streamlit run app.py. So, it's running on my end. But let's wait for it to load. Okay, meron lang tayo itong wrong spelling. Meron natin. Yun. Okay na. Sidebars. Sidebar. Yan. So, meron na tayong ganito. Input parameters. So, this is where we will put our input parameters. Then, this is our main app that predicts the iris flower type. Okay. Nakita nyo rin ba to? Nag-run sa end ninyo. Hello? Kamusta? Anong nangyari sa inyo? Okay, so for the next one, we need to create a function to access input features of the user. So we will create a function user input features. Sepal then st.sidebar dot slider So this will accept the sliders para siyang magkakaroon ng slider, no? Save nga natin. Save natin. Then, i-refresh natin to. Hindi niya pa nakikita. Okay. So, lagay natin dito PF user input features. So ito, tingin ko makikita na natin. Sabi, one required positional arguments. Wala pala ito. Sorry. Yan, so makikita natin, ayan na, no? Yung slider natin. So ito, lagay natin to dito sa bandang baba. Yan, so mayroon tayong slider. So basically, itong value na to is the minimum the value is at, and then the final, the minimum and the maximum, and then the value that is at. Minimum, maximum, minimum, maximum, minimum, maximum. Okay? So we need to finish this one. Let's write here the data. Once we slide the slider, we need to get the data coming from that modifications from the user. So we will create a dictionary. Okay. Yeah. And then petal width. So this one is petal width. Petal length, petal width, petal length, petal width. Yan. The next is features. Will be a data frame. So data nakalagay dito. Index 0. Return features. Yan. So once our user tries to do anything in the sidebar in our parang slider, yan, it automatically saves that into our data, and then it converts into a data frame as features, and then it returns the features. So basically here, this function that utilizes this function is getting the features and saving it to the data frame. Okay? Saving to the data frame. Now let's complete our Streamlit st.subheader input user parameters. Actually, we already have that pala. So, st.write for the df or the data frame. And then we need to do some kind of like prediction and display the results. So prediction, okay, tama naman yung prediction df. Pero hindi natin siya i-write. I-create pa tayo ng prediction CLF. Proba. st dot subheader class labels and their corresponding index number. st dot right. st dot sub header Okay. So what happens here is that we will try to predict using CLF or our classifier, which is it's actually logistic regression. Ayan. So yung logistic regression yung classifier natin, then it will place the model to the prediction, and then the value of that prediction will be written here. Then for the probability of the prediction, we get the predict probability. Then it will be placed here. And then for this one, this is their index number or their target names. So let's say this one, and then nakikita natin dito ngayon. So, pag minumove natin to, nagbabago yung ating input dito sa taas. And then ang nagiging prediction niya is vesicolor. Ito setosa. Ayan. Automatically nagpe-predict siya, no? Base lang dito sa slider natin. Versicolor. Virginica, pag lumalaki yung petal width. Okay?